It's a half-assed heathen podcast.
What's up, all you dirty little heathens, and welcome back to the damn show. If you guys are new here, welcome, and if you guys are return listeners, welcome back. Glad to have you.
Welcome to the shit show.
So welcome to the shit show. So welcome to the shit. I hope you guys are having a wonderful time. Life has been eventful lately.
Has it?
Has it? We had a weird day today.
Yeah.
We were, I feel it's so weird doing these 2 weeks, like 2 weeks in between, because it gets to that point where I'm like, what's our routine? Like,
what did we even
I've got the fucking brain of a pigeon. I'm like, huh? What's over there? Don't forget to share, like, review, rate, and stuff. I mean, if you want to see our show grow, then help us out by doing that. Share us with everybody and get us going. We have some fun things in the works, like always. We have a million projects, and not a single fucking one of them is finished. So, hopefully here in the next few months, we start getting the ball rolling and whatnot.
Especially after baby's here.
Yes. That's probably a good announcement. Baby is going to be coming this next month sometime, within the next 4 weeks-ish.
Could be from now in 3 to 4 weeks.
So if we go quiet for a while, that means maybe there's some complications, or maybe we're just tired, exhausted, but I will try to make sure that whatever happens, even if I just make a 2-minute message to you guys, I'm going to make sure that you guys keep up to date with where we're at. But yeah, baby will be coming. As you can tell, we're still in our itty bitty kitchen. Electrician did show up. He tested everything, and there is a break somewhere in the wiring. So this guy is not a full time. So it's just whenever he gets the time to come show up. So until then, we're here.
He's doing it on the side from his actual job.
Yeah. So yeah, until then, we'll be here, which sucks. I miss the couch, but I do like the table because it's a little bit more organized here.
I have my hands. I have both of my hands.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
We had an eventful camping experience.
Oh, geez Louise, dude. Yeah, if you follow us on TikTok, I posted a video. I think I titled it Pagan ADHD or something like that, and I was just making a fun little cute
random
video.
Shit.
And on the last clip, well, the very first of the clip, and then the very last little bit, you can hear that we actually captured an EVP. We actually got a spirit voice on there. Go check out the TikTok. Like, just at first, I think the first little bit, you hear like, right?
It was laughing or something, and then towards the end,
it literally sounds like, doggies, good boy. And I was recording Dana coming out of the woods with sticks, and it's like pitch black. The kids are asleep. The dogs are in the kennel. I am standing right in front of the kennel, and I hear, well, on the recording, it picked up doggies. Like, it was excited. Maybe if we remember, we can pull it up later.
Yeah,
that might be fun. Although it might be loud because the voice is very quiet compared to ours.
It's in between. When I first heard it, I thought it was my voice, but then I realized that it was not me because I was talking like at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and if you guys have ever heard stories about time dilation, I experienced my first time, and it was wacky and wild.
It was weird.
It was fucking shocking.
Are you gonna talk about it or no?
Well, the thing is, I'm a huge skeptic, right?
Yeah.
All this stuff, magic and all that shit. I'm very skeptical, like 85%, right? And the 25%, that extra, that's what makes me heathen. Because I'm like, yeah, there's things I can't explain. But no, so by the time that, like, we're recording that little video thing, right? And then, well, I guess we should start from the beginning. We have a person on our Discord that lost a loved one and wanted to do something special for them because it was like the year anniversary, or I guess it was like the day before the year anniversary. So
yeah.
But he was like, yeah, it's raining here. I can't do a fire. I can't do anything like that. But I really wanted to. And I was like, well, hey, dude, I got a beer. Why don't I just put you on like the speaker and you can talk and I'll pour one out for you. So he did that. I poured a beer into a Beinruden onto the ground. And then shortly after that, we got that voice on that video.
Yeah.
We heard a turkey vulture, which freaked us the fuck out because I've never heard one of those fuckers before.
I'm still on the fence. I think it was like a hurt animal or something.
I don't know. But yeah, check out turkey vulture sounds. Hearing that in the pitch black in the middle of the night scared the fuck out of us.
Yeah.
We're like, what the fuck was that? It sounds like a dying coyote.
We stop in our tracks and we're just like, what the fuck?
Fucking wild. But yeah, so then after that, I went to go get some more firewood, and I know that down this dirt road, there's we picked up 2 logs that were chopped off from this dying tree, and I knew there was a third, so I was gonna go find this fucking tree.
10 minutes away from camp.
Yeah, so I'm walking in the pitch black. I got a flashlight, and I get to the spot where I see a tree that's like, I don't know how to explain it. It looked perfectly straight. We don't have that kind of stuff here. We have a bunch of cedar, juniper trees.
Yeah, they're all
very
fucked up.
Tangly and gnarly and stuff. But I come to like this perfect tree, and I look down. There's a little fallen tree, and I look at it and I clock it. I go, if I can't find my way to this log that I know is there, I'm going to pick up this tree on the way back. So put the pin in it right there. Bam. I walk another 30 minutes into the darkness. And I remember because there's another campsite that we used to go camping at. I decided to quit going there because there's no privacy to poop in the woods. It's just wide open. So I'm walking around this other campsite and I realize I'm like, oh shit, I'm clear over here. So I walk back. And when I turn around, so I walk 30 minutes that way. I turn around, I walk 30 seconds back, and I see the same straight tree with the same little fallen tree. I got scared as shit. So I pick up the fallen tree, like kind of hoofing it back, and I'm picking up all the stuff that I can. And then I get back there and I'm like, how long have I been gone? And Dana's like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. I was like, I've been gone an hour.
When he told me that, I was like, in my brain, I don't know if I showed any facial expressions or anything, but I'm like, holy shit, like an hour?
I was pretty frazzled. So, the whole skeptical side of me going through that was, I felt kind of raped. I was like, well, I was taken
Robbed
advantage of.
Time.
Not even that, like walking an hour, not actually finding the fucking wood that I was looking for.
Yeah, and it wasn't even that far away,
And what's weird is the next day we're driving out, right? We get all packed up, we're driving out, and then I decide, I'm like,
it's on the same path.
I'm like, it's
going down.
I want to find where I was walking, right? And I wanted to show Dana this, that whistle. I wanted to show Dana this tree that looks weird. And so we start driving, and I notice, I'm like, I think I might have taken the wrong road when I was walking.
Yeah.
So I take a turn to the next one. They're very close. I mean, these are like backcountry roads. There's millions of fucking roads. So take a right, go to this other road, and I'm like, I recognize the spot. This is exactly where I was. We start walking, or we start driving down, and then I see it on our left. The road goes to the left, so I take the left. I'm like, oh, this is the tree right here. I'm like, right here, you can see where the fallen tree was. You can see my footprints. And then past that point, no footprints.
Zero.
Nothing. So I was like, maybe the ground's just a little bit tougher here. No. We went driving through this area, right? And I went to the point where I thought that I walked to, and then I turned the car around, and you could see my tire tracks clear as day, but no footprints.
Mm-hmm.
So trippy.
Yeah, it's pretty freaky. It's like you were standing in one spot and just totally like hallucinating. I felt it in my muscles. I had that thought too. I was like, maybe I started like tripping out a little bit. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know. Maybe I got like just in a dream state or something.
I guess so. I don't know. But I that was my first go-to. I was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. But like, yeah, having that happen was trippy.
Well, also, I did go down a rabbit hole. I'm going to make this really quick. I did go down a rabbit hole of time dilations like that, but people were physically moved.
Yeah.
So that could have possibly happened to you too.
I'm just going to tell you it did. As much as it cringes me to say that, it did. Because no, there's going to be like people out there that are like, oh, he's full of shit.
Yeah.
And I'm very defensive about it because I'm so skeptical about the shit.
Yeah.
That when I go through something, I'm like, it fucking happened. And if you don't believe me, fuck you. I hope it happens to you next. Because when it happens to you, you're going to be, like I said, you're going to feel a little bit raped. You're going to be like, holy shit, I lost 30 minutes of my life. Where did it go?
And for what reason, you know? Like, what was the whole fucking purpose?
My assumption is we go camping in the same area every time, right?
Yeah.
We know the area. Our kids who are young know the area, and our dogs who are young know the area. We can let them off leash. We can let the kids run around. If they go out to a certain point, they know how to get back.
And we know where the dangers are, the limitations, and
where the cliffs and all that shit is.
Yeah.
We know where the wildlife likes to hang out
and all that.
So this spot's kind of like our spot. We know the spot. And every time we go out, we give offerings to the land spirits. So I feel like that was just kind of like we reached our protective bubble.
Yeah.
Like there's like a bubble around us that they're hanging out. They're keeping an eye on us. I went outside that bubble and
shit happened.
Yeah, like they're like, you're safe here, but once you go out there, you're not safe. So maybe I wasn't safe and I was walking out there, and then when I walked back, they were just like, hey, we kept Dana and your family safe while you were outside of this bubble, and we slowed them down so that way while you're being a fucking dumbass walking outside the bubble, they're not going to get hurt.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's weird. It's fucking weird. Okay.
It is weird. And the whole time, like, I'm trying to fill it out, like, especially after hearing the fucking animal, you know, I'm like, do we need to pack up and leave? Is there like some like fucking, I don't know, evil thing out here?
Yeah, we had a YouTube turkey vulture because they recently got introduced out here a couple years back, and that's the only thing I can think of because I'm like, I have not heard this.
Yeah, but I wasn't done talking to.
Sorry.
It's okay, I do it to you all the time. But
what?
I forgot.
You forgot?
I forgot.
You forgot?
I forgot.
You faggot?
I'm a faggot.
Babe. That is a racial slur, don't you understand?
But I'm calling myself it, so.
Anyways, I guess today we had a fun day. Interesting. Really interesting. Yeah, the water pump on my car blew up. I'm like, we didn't have an eventful time. Yeah, the water pump on my fucking car blew up. And my car, for some fucking reason, they decide that it's a good idea to put the fucking fan on the damn thing. So the water pump blew up. The fan launched itself into the front of the engine, right?
Broke off the thing that it was spinning, that was making it spin or some shit.
So I'm on my way to work. Engine loses power. I pull over, thankfully at the end of the road, because we don't have service where we live. This is all we run off internet.
Yeah.
So this road, probably about 3-4 miles, no service whatsoever. You break down, you're fucked. Walk to somebody's house that might be like an hour or two walk away.
Yep.
So luckily I break down at the end of the road. I call my boss and I'm like, hey, I might not make it to work today. My car just fucking decided to kill over and die. And so thankfully my boss is cool, and he's like, yeah, I'll be there in 2 seconds, because I'm like literally like 5-minute drive from his house. So he drives over, checks it out, and he's like, yeah, let me go back to my house, get a tow strap. So he goes back, gets a tow strap. We're looking at it, we're trying to figure out, do I want to take it home, try to figure it out, or do we want to take it to the mechanic? My bank account said take it home and figure it out. So he drags it back here, everything cool. As soon as he leaves at like 9:30, I just started tearing apart the car. I don't know how to replace a water pump. I don't know what a water pump is. I know what it does, but I don't play with that stuff. I fucking hate cars. I worked with cars for years and I hate them. So I never want to do any stuff like that.
I now have a hate for them as well, and I didn't really do anything.
So really important. I started working on the car at about 9:30 in the morning, right? We did not get done working on my car until 9:30 at night. And I took maybe like 30 minutes to sit down and eat some lunch.
Yeah.
So I'm working.
It was all day, all fucking night.
So the fucking fan blows out, still connected to the water pump. I can't get the fan out because it's stuck to the water pump, and there's a plastic shroud over the fan that I can't get out because it's a complete circle around the fan. So what we have to do is we had to pull the fucking radiator out to make it so we had room to get this fucking thing. Yeah, we had to take the radiator out so we can get this plastic shroud out. And then after that, we had to take the whole water pump off just to get the damn
fucking fan.
So we can get the fan off. So we get the
fan/pump or whatever.
We got the fan that's still connected to a piece of the water pump that we can't get off because it's just a round drum with the fucking big old bolt through it. And then the end piece, which broke, it was a plastic end piece that was basically like the water would come there, the coolant would come through and spin the fan, basically, or
some shit like that.
The fan would get spun by the belt, and then that would help circulate the coolant. Took me 2 hours to get the fan off of this broken piece.
You had to do some like redneck shit to get the fucking thing off.
I did some
too.
fucking redneck shit.
It was so annoying.
I don't know how well my phone's gonna show up on camera, but I have to show it.
I mean, you probably could.
I made Dana take a picture. I was so fucking proud.
Well, you kind of have to in that moment.
I was like, look at my redneck ingenuity. All right, we're gonna see.
Oh, kind of.
Oh, it's backwards.
Oh, there we go. I mean,
I had to put 2 C-clamps on it. So basically, one was holding the drum to the bolt, and then one holding the C-clamp to the drum, and then a pipe wrench clamp to the clamp, and then another one on the fan. So that way I could take it over to a wooden beam and basically, put the one on a beam, then the other one on my leg so I could like push into it. Finally broke it loose.
Before he did that, I got a rubber mallet and I was sitting there smacking it, trying to get it out.
While I'm trying to hold it and not have it cut the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
Oh, and the same night we had the Aurora Borealises. And that's a picture I took.
Yeah.
That's a horrible picture. Oh, there we go.
It's not a horrible picture. It's a badass picture.
No, I mean on the camera.
Oh yeah. I was agreeing with you. I did not have more to say after that.
But then today, so I'm going to scratch what I said 20 minutes ago. Then today we had so it's important. So replace the water pump, right? I've been testing it all week, going to work, checking it, babying it. That way my engine don't blow up. So today I'm like, yeah, we should go for like a 2-hour drive. Just in town, so that way we can go up some hills and let it run, idle. We did our errands and stuff.
Fully test it to its limits, kind of.
But today I was cursed with some intestinal owies from dairy. So we didn't get out until a little bit later, like about like 10:30, 11ish.
Took us a while.
And so we're going on this drive, and I'm taking this back road that goes up some big hills, so that way I can test to see if my car is going to overheat. And we end up coming to a turn that's next to a school. We're stopped at this 4-way stop at the school, and we start going through it, and this fucking white Falcon flies over our car, right?
Almost completely white.
Almost pure white, and it doesn't zoom. It takes its time.
Just goes
it's flying over our car.
Very graceful.
Takes its time. And so this road is one of the main roads that just cuts all the way to the side of town, right? Cuts you all the way to the highway. So we're in big old hill, big ass hill where we used to live, which I was scared of that hill during the winter because I was like, if it's icy, I don't want to go down this hill, like big hill. So I'm like, all right, cool. Go down this road. We're going to test this hill, see if my car is going to overheat. So we start going up this hill, go up over the hill. We pass by our old apartment, and then across the street from our old apartment is where our good friend lives that we always talk about.
Yeah.
And we come over, and well, I guess before this, Dana was like, "Oh, should we call her to see if she needs help with her
I was like,
with her car?"
I baked cookies, so I was like, as soon as we get into town, I'm like, are we gonna? I totally forgot to bring cookies for Token, and then I was like, oh wait, she needed help with her car. Are we gonna be doing that today?
And I was
and
like,
you're like, I don't know.
She didn't call. She didn't ask.
She hasn't said anything.
And then right after that, we got the Falcon thing happening.
Yeah, and then
So
we went up.
Yeah, we're starting to get close to her place, and we see her truck, and we see some legs pointed out from underneath
and the hood
bottom
open.
So I'm like, all right, fuck it. So we pull over. She looks up. She starts laughing, and so I get out of the car. I'm like, you having fun down there? Because she was working on her starter.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, you showed up at the perfect time. I need this fucking. I need the smaller ratchet because I can't fucking get the big one in there. So it's pretty crazy. We get there just in time.
She's like, you made it just in time. Like I needed somebody.
So it was nice. I was able to get on in there and help her button everything up. I had to tear her
shit out,
her air filter casing and all sorts of shit out so we can reach 2 bolts, which was a pain in the butt, but we got her taken care of.
Very tight spaces.
But just coincidence on coincidence, like we went to the store today and I saw some pears. I'm like, I want to get some fucking pears.
Yeah.
I get home, I realize this is around the same time of year that I got my first experience with Freya, and she wanted pears with honey and cinnamon and nutmeg on it. So I gave her that offering. I tried it. I was like, this is bomb as fuck. I need to learn how to bake this and make it more delicious.
Yeah.
That was, about 4 years ago. And fast forward a year from that, me and my friend, we make our first batch of mead together, and we use that offering as the recipe for our mead
for Freya.
And then fast forward to now, we have Falcon fly over the car just in time to help, and then I see pear, shout out to all the pears. We get home and I walk through the door and I'm seeing all the pieces fall together, and I'm like, oh, this is a fucking Freya day.
Yeah, Freya shit.
So,
plus I started using my Freya cup.
Y'all need Freya. But yeah, so we baked some pears using that recipe. I need to slow cook it next time.
Honey candy. I made honey candy today.
And then we did an offering for Freya, and then now we're here.
Yep.
Anyways, that's 20 minutes talking about 2 weeks of our lives.
Well, it's been very eventful. Come on. We have to talk about this.
20 minutes ago, I was like, yeah, we had a very uneventful last 2 weeks.
And then we're like, look at all this shit that we went through.
That was determined to be a lie. Well, now that 99% of people have left the podcast at this point,
they're still there.
Just so you know, our retention rate is only like 5%. It's not that big. People don't like hearing about our lives, but fuck you. But fuck you.
Every good podcast that I listen to, I love the intro. It's like them having fun and getting into the groove of things. Like, it's just a natural thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think, why can't we have that right as well?
Because TikTok poisons the brains of everybody. Very small retention rate.
Well, I feel like we should just do what we want to do and not worry about it.
I don't worry about it. It weeds out the fucking dickheads.
Yeah.
The people who stick around actually care. So, fuck
yeah, I agree.
Like I always say, we're a very slow rising podcast, and I'm totally fine with that. That means that the people who stick around are like legit people.
We're gonna reach the people who actually want it, and that's okay.
Yeah. But anyways, I guess getting into the actual episode for it. Oh, shit. One more thing. Sorry, guys. One more thing. I recently, one of my two of my good friends that I grew up with since we were kids, they recently started a podcast and I wanted people to go check it out. It's called Deadly Sips. It's on Spotify. I don't know if it's anywhere else. But basically, if you're into like true crime and paranormal
Like
chicanery, go check them out. Deadly Sips on Spotify and maybe Apple or something. But yeah, I grew up with these two. These two are great people. I fucking love the hell out of them, even now, even though we haven't really talked for like a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, go give them some loves. The husband is heathen. I'm not sure about the wife, so go show a heathen brother some love.
Yeah.
And do your thing and share it, and go check out their TikTok. If you don't have time for a full podcast, they've got TikTok and all that stuff where they're posting clips. Pretty sure they got like Instagram and stuff like that. I'm not sure where their handles are. Maybe if I remember, I'll put a link to their stuff in the description. Yeah. But honestly, they're fucking crushing it. And I miss them. And they moved to like fucking Louisiana or some shit. And I'm like, and last time I talked to him, he's like, yeah, well, we're probably going to move 30 minutes away from you so we can actually hang out, have a beer, and do some heathen stuff. And the next thing you know, about a year or two later, I'm listening to the podcast and like, oh yeah, Louisiana. I'm like, son of a bitch. Missed out on that one. But yeah, go check that out. And tell them that Cody sent you. And give them some love. Anyways, getting into it. Now that we're getting into it, my throat's dry. So, our episode today, we are going to be touching on demons. Since, demons, they gotta be golden, I did want to touch on this since, like, seriously, no joke. K-pop demon hunter is on the rise. There's Christian families out there that are worried about their kids watching the show because of the demon stuff. I did hear somebody say they dress like sluts, and I was like, that's a good point. But yeah, there's a lot of parents that are worried about the demon aspect of it. And when I heard that, I was like, you don't know what demon is. Mm-hmm. And actually, I
don't even really.
Maybe before we get into this, I do need to go pee real quick.
I need to pee too.
See, we pee before this stuff, and then it just happens.
Well, I'm pregnant, and I don't know about you. You drink a lot of water. I'm
pregnant too.
He drinks a lot of water.
And beer.
And the beer.
And I'm Monsters and coffee, Red Bull. It don't give you wings, it gives you peas.
It gives your pea wings.
Anyways, for us it's going to be a minute, but for you guys it's going to be instantaneous. And pause. Wait, I forgot the hotkey for the pause. Never mind. It's funny, guys.
It's still going.
Let me scroll over. All right, and see you guys in a second. All right, we back. That was the fastest break you guys ever witness. Wow. I'm actually glad we took that little break because I did want to preface this, and I was totally going to forget this. This episode is not to generate hate towards Christianity, just to point out some facts that modern day Christians, and even us, a lot of us pagans don't know, and you should know your enemy, even though they're not technically our enemy.
To me, it's really interesting.
Yeah, you have a microphone there.
To me, it's really interesting because what I grew up with learning about Christianity and stuff, you don't think about the outside influences that it could possibly come from, or, like the actual origins of everything that they talk about and stuff in the Bible. So for me, it's more like, oh, really? This is actually where it came from, So it's interesting.
Yeah, sorry, there's a lot of noise. I realized my microphone can go up, so I don't have to slouch over.
The microphone noises.
There we go.
The earthquake has stopped.
That's better. But yeah, so basically what I am going to be covering is the etymology of the word demon. And I think that's very important. So the word demon itself is never mentioned in the Bible. God, my whistles are bad tonight.
Do we need the thingy?
No, it's just my teeth.
You know the thingy I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, no, it's that won't help.
Oh.
Yeah. But God damn it.
Sorry.
Fuck. God, we just can't get into this episode. Yeah, so the word demon does not show up in the Bible at all. They don't use it. Modern day translations of the Bible, because there's plenty of people rewriting the Bible every fucking day. Possibly. I do not read every Bible, so I'm not going to say that there isn't, but from the King James Version, clear to the dawn of biblical times, they don't use the word demon at all. In fact, they use the word devil a lot, but basically that translates to the accuser. So it's not necessarily like a bad thing. It's like he accused us of being a bad religion. He's the devil, and then that basically became demon for modern day. So for that, I have basically a timeline list of so basically the word demon starts with the Hebrew word the Hebrew word of, and I'm gonna butcher all of the Hebrew, okay? Don't at me, bro. I'm also gonna butcher Greek and Latin and Old Norse and Icelandic and English. I'm gonna butcher everything. So fuck off.
We're a little half-assed.
Do your own research, okay? If you wanted a good show with all the information, you would have gone to the No Ass Heathen podcast. You're just lucky we're not the Full Ass Heathen podcast. You never go full ass, okay?
Never go full ass.
Never go full ass.
Oh, that's still so great.
But yeah, so we're going to start with Hebrew. So the word sed or sedhim means harmful or malevolent supernatural beings, spirits associated with foreign gods. Now that's the modern day interpretation of it. But in biblical use, and biblical is kind of a loose term because it translates from a different book. But in Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 17, they say they sacrifice to Shedhim. In Psalms 106:37, sacrifices to Shedhim. So
Shedhim.
Sheddim. The date appears in the first millennium BCE, Iron Age Hebrew Bible composition period. The etymology notes likely derived from Akkadian sedu, meaning spirit, could be beneficent or harmful. And the sources come from Strong's Hebrew 7700 or Halat, or Hebrew and Aramaic lexicon. Jesus fucking Christ. Lexicon of the OT, Anchor Bible Dictionary, Demons in the Old Testament, and S. Smith's The Early History of God. So we jump from Hebrew to the Greek equivalent because the original Bible that everything comes from now was translated into Greek. Now the Hebrew Bible wasn't called the Hebrew Bible. I don't know if it's the Quran or what it was, but it's different. Word. Yeah, it's a different book. Okay. So the Greek translation turns from Shedhim to Daimon, Daimon, or Daimonion, meaning a divine power, lesser god, guiding spirit, fate-assisting being, not originally evil. The shift in meaning later in Hellenistic and Christian contexts, increasingly negative or unclean spirit. The date earliest attested to Homeric Greek 800 through 700 BCE, widely used in classical Greece, 5th through 4th BCE. The connection to Hebrew in the Septuagint in the 3rd or 2nd BCE. Hebrew Shedhim is translated using... Oh, that's the actual Hebrew writing. Do you want to try reading that word right there? The scribbles?
Scribble.
Reinforcing an evil spirit interpretation. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to read all the sources. You guys can go do that yourself. Third, we get to Latin, or daemon, meaning spirit, lesser divine being, sometimes neutral. Early church writers increasingly use it for evil spirits. So as you can see, we have a build-up where it starts to get more bad. But essentially, it just means spirit. And I've actually seen translations from the Greek saying that it's a guiding spirit as well. But the date for the Latin borrowed from Greek occurs circa 200 BCE through 100 CE, and the Christian shift by 2nd to 4th CE. Christian theologians Tertullian and Augustine used daemon to describe fallen corrupt spirits. And then we get late Latin to Old French influence, and this is where I'm going to really fuck it up.
You don't have to.
Oh, no, that's the source. I am going to try to do the source. But the form daemonius or demonium in later Old French demon, meaning evil, supernatural being, devilish spirit. So that was late antiquity to early medieval, 400 to 900 CE. The source, because I was reading this and I was impressed that I could actually translate this with knowing no French, the Dictionnaire etymologique des anciens français. So the dictionary etymology of ancient France is what I get from that. And then from there we get the Old English / Middle English, daemon, dioven, and diofol. So
are these coming from different translated books?
That, and time passes and words start to have different...
more aggressive.
Well, words start to have different enunciations.
Oh, I see.
So like you all turns into y'all, right? Then one generation can change a word. Yeah, like you are, you were, and then you get the text you are letters, you're. Yeah. So just every generation we have a new way of saying things. Yeah. So this is over hundreds of years across. So it goes from the one evolution word, and then it slowly shifts over time until you go from sadhim to now we're to dieful. Yeah. So dieful, meaning devil. Demon is a letter, a later interpretation. First English appearance of demon was around circa 1200 CE. So now we are 1,200 years away from the death of Christ, and we are now seeing the word demon start to pop up, meaning explicitly evil spirit, sharply negative due to Christian theology. And then sources like the Oxford English Dictionary, and then an etymology fucking book. And then now we go to modern English, where we get demon, meaning an evil supernatural being, malevolent spirit. The meaning was stabilized around the 1600s, and then it shifts where the 1800s folklorists broadened it to include global demonologists. And then blah, 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 blah.
That's an actual thing.
Demonologist?
Demonologist.
Yep, there's demonology books out there.
Like, is that somebody's job? Just
yes.
What?
So the game that we like to play, right? Diablo. all the bad guys that we fight, like you got Belial and all them.
Yeah.
Those are demons from demonologist books.
Huh.
And I believe those guys are in the Old Testament. I haven't read the Old Testament since I was a teenager, so it's been a long fucking time. But those are actual demon names.
Question.
Uh-huh.
So, in the Bible, demons are not mentioned. Like the word demon.
The word demon, yeah, no. But the word devil is mentioned, well, in the King James Version, the word devil is mentioned about 58 times, if I counted correctly. In the Old Testament, it only pops up like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. So, demonology, that's got to be like a separate thing.
It's modern.
Wow. So that's probably like new stuff.
I'd say within the last few hundred years.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty...
Like it's like a baby. I think of it as like a baby.
I mean, like the Bible is so big and so vast, right? Now we have Google. Google, we can just Google... Sorry. What are the demons' names, right?
Yeah.
We can do that now. But back in the day, they had to find it in a book. So what better way than a church to be all like, hey, you write a concise list of all the demons' names. You have one guy read through the Bible tons of times to write out all these names, right? Then you have another guy that's like, hey, write all of God's orders. So then another guy writes out all the orders, and then you break it down.
You know what I just realized? Like, they are so negatively speaking about demons and stuff, but I have never once heard anybody in a church, a priest, anybody say like a devil's name or like
It's because you grew up in the FLDS.
Yeah, but I've also been to Christian church outside.
Yeah.
And they never say names or anything like that. Maybe.
To my knowledge, the only church that actually still dives deep into the Old Testament is Catholicism. Catholic. Yeah. Catholicism.
I want to say Catholic.
Catholic. Very athletic Catholics out there. Hey, shout out to all you Catholic athletes. But yeah, they the different sects of Christianity, they all have their own thing. I think if you want to be a like true Christian, like Catholicism, but they still celebrate the pagan holidays. Mm-hmm. Protestants, I'm not too sure about them. I think we decided that like Jehovah's Witness are probably like the closest thing to a true Christian because they don't celebrate the pagan holidays. Yeah. Or birthdays for that. Because, I mean...
they don't do any rituals or anything.
Well, even birthdays are pagan.
Yes.
So, I mean, if you want to be a true Christian, you have to become a Jehovah's Witness. And that's just how it is.
Yeah.
Like, if you celebrate the pagan holidays, then technically you're committing crimes against your God, so...
You're sinning.
Yeah. But I did have a list of... so that was just the etymology of the word demon, and I wanted to make sure that we actually got a timeline on the Bible itself. How did the Bible come to be? What's not just the word, not just the timeline for the word demon, but like what's the timeline for the Bible itself, right? Yeah. So I'm going to try to blow through this because there's a shit ton on my list.
Are you going to go through every single one?
Every single one. I'm not going to touch on the details. Do your own research, guys. But I am going to basically read out the title of the thing and then the year it came from, or the years that we found things, and then just go down the list.
By the way, I shook the fucking table with my leg. That was not an earthquake.
We did have an earthquake the other day.
Freaked us the fuck out.
This camera's freaking out. My hat's blue and my phone case is purple. Speaking of which, check on the hat. God, it's backwards. I fucking hate this. Yeah, a little sneak peek on the merchandise coming. But yeah, so the evolution of the Bible. So we start with the Hebrew scriptures, which is between the years 1200 and 500 BCE, so before Common Era or before Christ. Then you have the Torah around 500 BCE, and then you have the Septuagint, the Greek translation of the Hebrew scripts, around 250 to 100 BCE. So the Bible was translated 250 to 100 years before Christ. And then you have the Dead Sea Scrolls, which are interesting as shit. You guys should check that out. But that's the Hebrew and Aramaic Bible text, 250 BCE, 250 CE. Yeah, the New Testament writings, original Greek, 50 to 110 CE. The earliest complete NT manuscripts, I should have probably fucking figured out what the fuck that was. You have the Codex, it's the Codex Sinaiticus, biggest dickus. Codex Sinaiticus. That's Codex, Codex, and then Sinaiticus, the years 330 to 360 CE, and then you have the Vulgate, Latin translation by Jerome. Oh, shit, they have black people.
Not Jerome.
382 to 405 CE. And then you have the Masoretic text, which is the authoritative Hebrew Bible, 700 to 1000 CE. I do want to say that this one is a standardized Hebrew text preserved by Jewish Masoretes. And I don't know if that has anything to do with the Freemasons. I kind of just assume. Then you have the Wycliffe Bible, the first English Bible in 1382 CE, translated by the Latin Vulgate. And then you have the Tyndale Bible, first printed English from Greek, 1526 CE. Then you have the King James Version, that was 1611 CE. And that becomes the dominant English Bible for centuries. So there's your timeline for the Bible. And I just wanted to put in there how many times this fucking thing has been translated. That's not all of them either. That's just like the main ones. Like I said at the beginning of this episode, even today, like you can go get a Bible and it sounds like normal people talking. Like hell, they have the fucking Gen Z Bible.
Oh yeah.
Which is fucking hilarious. And then God said, nah, dog, that ain't cap.
Fucking hilarious.
So I mean, the more that you translate it, the less of the true meaning you actually have to it, which is where the word demon starts from a Hebrew word meaning guiding spirit to now it's a bad spirit.
I feel like the more it's translated, then the more it loses its value.
Yes, exactly. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to do this episode, because when you hear demon today, people think, oh, nasty fucking thing that's going to kill me. And then you watch fucking ghost hunting videos where they're like, the ghost said it's a demon, it scratched me. Like, if it's a fucking demon, you're dead and your guts are going to be splattered all over the fucking walls.
It's going to be worse than that. Not just...
Like, it scratched me. It threw a chair. Dude, I could do that too, bitch.
I would say that's more of like
poltergeist.
Yeah, than a demon.
Yeah, but the spirits, they just feed off your negative energy.
Yeah, I was going to say it's just negative stuff. It's not like you die. You die now.
No, too far. But yes, you have Mike.
I have Mike, yes.
Maybe it's better if you hold it.
Well, I need to scoot closer.
Hey, careful with my baby in your belly.
She's fine. She's bouncing around a little bit.
The people listening and not watching don't know why you're laughing.
Do Do we explain it or do we not explain it?
No, watch the video, guys. We don't do this whole fucking elaborate setup for nothing. If you guys don't watch the video, we'll just go back to audio. Make our life fucking easy. Jeez Louise. Do you know how hard it is to plug an extra cord into this fucking computer? It is so hard.
It's the hardest thing ever.
So yeah, we could totally go back to doing audio. We can do audio and just lay in our fucking bed. Like, I mean, fuck, dude.
I mean, we could honestly probably do that now. But we want to be presentable.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like putting a face to the voice, I don't know, makes you realize that we're actually human and that we're here and we're queer. You better deal with it, bitch. So, anyways, so I did the evolution of the Bible. I just felt like it would do justice to do a evolution on our books as well.
Yeah.
The Prose Edda, the Poetic Edda, the Havmal, and all that stuff. So around the years 800 to 1200 CE, we get the Poetic Edda through oral tradition. So this is just what's written down and recorded. So 800 to 1200 CE. And then we have the Havmal that got composed from oral form in 900 to 1100 CE. We have the Codex Regius, which is where most of our stuff comes from. This was around 1270 CE. Then we get the Prose Edda from Snorri Sturluson. I didn't realize he had another U in his name. I've been saying his name wrong. Sturluson. Snorri Sturluson. Around 1220 CE. And then we have the Codex Wormanius, the Codex Upsalenius, and other manuscripts in the 13th and 14th CE. The Codex Regius disappears around 1550s to 1600s. Yes.
Question.
Uh-huh.
Are these the same thing or are they different books?
I mean, these are different translations. I'm going down the timeline of different translations.
Oh.
But the Codex Regius is where they translated all the original stories from.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. Never mind.
So, like, imagine, like, I don't know, the Mormons preach that Joseph Smith found the golden plates and translated them, right? So the Codex Regius is like our golden plates.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Imagine golden plates big enough to recount the hundreds of pages of the Book of Mormon. How fucking heavy would that fucking thing be? And huge would it be?
Thick.
Fucking thicker than a Snicker, dude.
Because they're like essentially grinding at it, right?
Yeah, they'd have to fucking scribe in it.
Yeah, that would.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so the Codex Regius is like the beginning. That's like our big bang.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so it disappears between the 1550s and 1600s. Then they rediscovered the Codex Regius in 1643 CE. And then they first printed the edition of the Poetic Edda in 1787 CE. And then you had the Romantic era revival of Norse lore in the 1800s. The first major English translation of the Poetic Edda was in the late 1800s CE. Notable translators Benjamin Thorpe. If you caught our episode on the Havmal, that's who we were reading one of the translations from, which we should probably actually do another our part 2 on that one.
Yeah.
But then you get the modern critical editions in Icelandic in the 1900s CE by Guðni Jónsson, Nickel and Kuhn, and other established standardized scholarly editions. And then you have the Havmal modern translations, which is 20th to 21st CE. And then the Codex Regius returned to Iceland in 1971. After 700 years in Denmark, the manuscript is physically returned to Reykjavik in 1771. And then now we have the digital era. So if you listen through all of our side bullshit, you'll see that the dates on the Codex Regius are not before the biblical text, right? So the written down Bible stuff is before the written down Norse stuff, right? And I know I always preach that the Norse stuff is older than Christianity, and I just wanted to make sure that you guys understand, just like how the word demon has evolved and the Bible has evolved and the Havamal and the Poetic Edda and stuff has evolved. I did want to go through a quick, and I mean, I'm going to try and make this quick, evolution of the peoples who carried the stories from the beginning to now. So heathenry, Norse paganism, is actually a Proto-Germanic faith that has traveled for thousands of fucking years, and it was mostly kept in oral traditions, you know, mom and dad telling their kids a story, then those kids have kids and they tell those kids their story, and so on for thousands of fucking years. But just because it wasn't written down, we can't say that technically this is what we believe back, what they believed back then. But we do have a lot of bits and pieces. And like, you know, there's some discrepancies, like Thor's hammer wasn't always a hammer. He had a club and threw rocks. They were called thunderstones. Like, you know, the stories evolve and they change. That's why I say if you stick to the stories as 100% fact and the sagas as 100% fact, you should probably rethink your life, because that's not how it go.
I don't think that's how it was intended to be looked at.
No, they were basically explanations for nature happening.
Yes.
But really quick, because Dana has stuff that we need to touch on too. The Proto-Germanic origins. So we had the Indo-European migrations happen around 3000 to 2000 BCE. So 3000 years before Christ was even a twinkle in God's nut. We have the early Germanic culture forms in 1500 to 500 BCE. Then we have the Proto-Germanic language develop in the 500 BCE to 100 CE. So it's a 600 year thing there. And then we have the Germanics going to North Germanic or Scandinavia. Germanic tribes expand across Northern Europe, 0 to 500 CE. Then they start to branch off. North Germanic branches solidifies in Scandinavia, 200 to 500 CE. Proto-Norse language appears in 200 to 700 CE. You can check out the runestones and Elder Futhark and all that stuff. Then you have the formation of Norse culture. The Viking Age begins around 793 CE. Old Norse language develops in 700 to 1100 CE, and that's what replaces the Proto-Norse and becomes the language of sagas, eddas, and runic texts. And then we have the settlement of Iceland. Norse exploration of North Atlantic is 800 CE. Settlements of Iceland begin at 874 CE. Mass migration from Norway to Iceland, 874 to 930 CE. Icelandic Commonwealth established in 930 CE. You have the cultural and linguistic development that starts at 1000 CE when Iceland adopts Christianity. So it took 1,000 years for Iceland to actually praise Christ. Jesus Christ.
Let's go talk to Jesus Christ.
Then you have Old Icelandic, Old West Norse, develops in 1100 to 1300 CE. The language becomes culturally conservative, preserves archaic features lost in Scandinavia. Then you have the sagas and eddas written 1200 to 1300 CE, Snorri's Prose Edda, Poetic Edda, Codex Regius, and the oh my god, that's a big word. Icelandic Sagesugurs. That's wrong. That was wrong.
You could just say the first half.
Was recorded. And then you have Iceland to modern era, Middle Icelandic form, 1350 to 1350 to 1550. Modern Icelandic emerge 1500 to present. Icelandic independence movement was the 1800s to 1900s. And so basically that's when they were like, hey, we need to bring back the old ways. We need to actually care about our fucking culture instead of just this Christian religion. And then you have the Republic of Iceland, formed in 1944 CE. And today, Icelandic people descend primarily from Norse settlers, majority male line ancestry, Celtic settlers / slaves from Ireland and Scotland, majority female line ancestry, and modern Icelandic remains the closest living language to Old Norse.
Wow.
That
is a mouthful.
It was a mouthful of big black cock. If you're new here, welcome.
No filter.
But yeah, if you want to take it over from here, and then I'm going to end the episode with my notes on my view of Christianity.
Okay, I need to pee first.
Okay,
Please.
That's fine. I need to pee too. Click. So now that we are back once again, Dana is going to read her notes, and this is going to be basically the Norse mythology equivalent-ish of what a demon is believed to be.
I'm like comparing them.
Yes.
I also do want to do like a disclaimer thing. I was very half-assed with this.
What?
So,
you one of the hosts of the Half-Ass Heathen podcast was half-ass.
do your own research.
Do your own research, bitches.
Please. But yes, I don't know how to start this. I compiled a list.
Compiled.
Compiled.
I come in a pie. American pie.
Okay. Possible comparisons. Jotun, Draugr, trolls, lindworms, which I have never heard before.
Did you actually do some info on that?
Mar. I did on all of these.
Okay.
Oh, and Valkyries.
No, Mar is mare.
Oh, mare. Yeah,
that's
you're
where
right.
that's where we get the term mare from.
I keep forgetting because of the spelling. But yes, the first one I did was Jotun or Jotnar. Beings representing chaos and untamed natural forces.
Oh, you know what? We should probably just say Norse mythology, there's not actually an equivalent to demon.
Yeah. These are possible things that could be compared to what Christians would think a demon might be.
It's like...
or what they associate it to be.
It's like, you know, a pizza is a pizza, but a calzone is basically a pizza, but it's a calzone.
Yeah. Shall I continue?
Yeah, I just, yeah. So there's no actually, like, there's no fucking word for, like, Norse
demon.
Equivalent to demon. Each thing has its own representation, and each thing was given its own respect.
Yeah. So these are just possible comparisons to what that could possibly be.
Mm-hmm.
The term Jotun is often translated as giant, but their size and appearance vary greatly. Some are described as monstrous with multiple heads, while others are noted for their beauty and human-like size. Loki. Well, I guess Loki and Thor, they have lineage.
All the gods do.
Yeah. But what else do I have on here?
With Jotuns, if there's writings that, like, the Jotuns, they're not just like giants somewhere in some other realm. They are also, you know, allegories for chaos that happens in your life.
Yeah. I got the main difference lies in their natural nature and origins. Jotuns are part of the original creation and embodied powerful, chaotic forces of nature that are not inherently evil.
Mm-hmm.
Just chaotic.
Yep.
Any thoughts on that?
No, I said what I need to.
The next one is a Draugr. Do we know what that is?
Yeah, if you played Skyrim, you know what a fucking Draugr is.
I'm gonna say this anyways.
Yeah.
Beings that are reanimated corpses, zombies.
Jesus?
With physical bodies often retaining intelligence and a specific motivation related to their former lives, like greed or vengeance. Whereas demons are more spiritual entities without a physical body. They are often described as returning from the grave to haunt the living. The return is often tied to their former life being greedy. Yeah. Finished. Yeah. That's just repeating what I said earlier.
Yeah. So Draugrs, like I always say when these things get brought up, it's if you watch the Northman movie, when he fights the Draugr, it's in a dreamlike state. That mirrors the sagas and the information on there. When they deal with Draugrs, a lot of it's in like a dreamlike state. So they're not technically like alive, like physical. They're things that you fight during like meditations or some
like on a different level, not on this level,
a different plane of existence.
Yeah, I meant plane, not level, because that's like a game. What?
Is my volume down?
Move your book.
Oh.
Yep.
You turned it down.
Did I move it?
Yep, you knocked it. Here, we can scoot this.
Okay.
Scooch this.
I kind of need this space.
Yeah.
The next I have to compare is trolls, described as powerful, often ugly, magical creatures. Oh, rude, calling them ugly. I'm just kidding. Magical creatures.
Are you kink shaming? Oh god, now I'm like way too loud. Are you kink shaming right now?
Maybe. They have hostile intentions toward humans. Dun, dun, dun. Over time, a Christianization of Scandinavia, the term troll began to be used more broadly to denote and to make more of a malevolent or demonic entity. Make it into that. It's like the evolution, like we were talking about earlier. And eventually the two terms became demon, fallen spirits, or even witches. So it's like what we were saying with the evolution.
Yeah. And
with the meaning.
If you guys have listened to the show, I have related to poltergeist and stuff to trolls.
They are tricky fuckers.
If you look into the sagas and the history of stuff, and you'll notice that the word troll is used like Christians use the word demon. So I would say that is the closest one, at least as far as I'm aware. I don't know what else Dana's got going on.
Well, I just have my experience that I wanted to talk about.
Okay, but yeah, I think troll is the closest to demon that we're gonna get through Norse mythology.
It makes a lot of sense. With my experience with trolls, I swear I had one where I used to live when I was younger. It's a very specific place, a specific road. But my experience with them was very negative, evil intent. Mainly to scare me, I guess. I don't know. It was a very interesting. I'm not gonna say what it was or anything like that, because that's gonna take forever. But it makes sense that it would be compared to a demon because of the way that they use their trickery and sneaky stuff.
Just for clarity, I am gonna pop a Nicky pouch. and I'm curious if it's going to hinder my speech, and if not, then I'm going to start pouching up every episode.
Give us a review at the end.
And I have tried damn near every nicotine pouch on the fucking market, and I'm telling you, like, this brand, if you look at the camera, this brand on exclamation point is the closest thing to chew there is. It tastes just like Copenhagen. Try that one. If you're having a hard time quit smoking, do that
sponsored.
one. Not yet, but on. No, I'm not gonna. No, we will not be sponsored by nicotine products. Nicotine is evil.
Yeah.
It actually has a lot of health benefits, actually, as a stimulant for your heart and your blood pressure.
And lungs. Right?
Yeah, but that comes after the blood pressure and stuff.
Yeah.
So a lot of good comes from it, but, I mean, the way that...
Not so good.
Anyways, I'm going to put this in my mouth now.
I'm going to continue. So I tried to
Wait,
do...
You're going to cunt in me?
What the fuck does that even mean?
You said you're going to cunt in you.
I'm going to continue.
Yeah, you're going to cunt in me?
No. I don't know what that means. Okay, so next one is lindworms. It's a basic thing.
I don't care. I have never heard of this until you said it. So
Are you ready?
I'm excited. Yes.
Are you ready?
Do I need to twist my fucking mustache like a French man? I'm ready.
Okay. Lindworms are beings that are large serpent-like dragons.
Oh, wait, is
Often
it WYRM?
it's supposed to be WURM,
Oh, okay.
but often depicted as having no limbs or only front limbs, which I thought was interesting. They are represented as untamed, primal, and dangerous aspects. Keyword, I like this word that they used to describe them. Aspects of nature, and can be antagonists in some stories. I didn't do any. I was gonna, but I forgot.
Do your own research.
Yeah. They typically guard treasure like dragons. Like the famous, how do you say it? Fafnir, slain by Sigurd. They can often be found near burial mounds, like a lost loved one that they are still tied to. So also looked at as a
guardian spirit.
Yeah, but like as a family thing, like farmhouse. Lots of family members died. They have their area. Like, that's the family.
Oh, kind of like a big old land spirit protector guy.
Yeah, of a specific family. Kind of.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, sorry, is there more on lindworms?
Yes.
Okay.
Not much more. Their morality is often gray. Don't know what that meant.
That means it's in between. It's not the light or dark. They're neutral.
Oh, okay. While
like Qui-Gon Jinn was a gray Jedi because he didn't adhere to what the council had to say, and he wouldn't actually adhere to all the teachings. He did what felt right. He was neutral.
Oh, so he was conservative.
Yeah, he was us.
Okay.
Jedi Council conservative, Sith liberal, right? You have us in between. That's gray.
Yeah.
We are gray Jedis.
We're the gray ones.
You got Daddy Trump saying stuff. You got AOC saying some babbly bullshit. We're in the in-between.
Yeah.
Beartooth, in between.
While many are destructive monsters in some folktales,
liberals.
A lindworm can be
Cunt?
can be depicted as a bewitched human or a cursed prince.
Oh, so what's the word? When a spirit takes over you?
Yeah, possession.
Yeah. Like possession. Yep.
Yeah. Which I didn't do much more into. I thought it was interesting.
That's fine. That's fine. We're half-assed. Do your own research. But I am going to research those because, I mean, the word worm, I think of Y-R. Sorry. W-Y-R-M. So worm.
Oh.
Or worm, which, like, the Wyrms are, like, they're dragons, but instead of having back legs, front legs, and wings, their arms are the wings. So they have legs and then the wings. But it's interesting because when you said lindworms, it's like the opposite. They don't have like back legs or something.
They don't have legs at all, or they have only their front.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it's like the exact opposite of worms, wyrms.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have the word worm originates W-Y-R-M. Mm-hmm. And now, anyways, nerd stuff. I'm sorry. You go.
No, it's okay. Like I'm the same way with this because I've never heard of them before. That's why I have a little bit more. Anyways, the next one is what we were saying, mare spirits. Mm-hmm. Often depicted as feminine, but then I did my research and I was like, wait a minute, Ellie, you'll see what I mean.
Wait a minute. Don't answer that. How can I be so misunderstood?
Beings that are described as evil female spirits that causes nightmares by sitting on a sleeper's chest.
Yes, I was going to say that.
Both demons and Mars are considered evil, or mares. Evil entities that torment humans, but mares actually their activity is more specifically focused on sleep.
Yes.
While demons are more
whenever,
wherever, untamed. They're focused on sleep, causing the feeling of being suffocated or paralyzed, leading into sleep paralysis.
Yep.
Demon. Can also take various forms, mainly a woman or a old lady, but can also appear as a animal.
And the trick is, according to folklore, if you can see their face, they go away. The thing is, you're so scared you don't want to look at them. So they feed off your negative energy. But if you can see their face and show them no fear, they have to go away because all they're doing is trying to fucking freak you out.
They're feeding off of your scaredness.
Your fear teat.
Mar is also the origin of the word nightmare.
Mare.
Well, mare. I meant mare.
Sorry, I'm very gassy.
No, it's okay.
I'm very gassy today.
I'm thinking in my brain, why am I fucking up this word so much?
You had a preconceived pronunciation of the word, and that's how it's stuck in your brain.
No, my brain won't let it go.
That's how I am. When I'm taught how to do something one way, if you teach me wrong, I will do it wrong for the rest of my life. Until I fuck up so bad that I get sick of doing it bad. Then I say, fuck what you taught me, I'm going to do it myself.
Mm-hmm. The next one, Valkyries. First I was like, Valkyries, whatever.
I mean, kind of, they'd take your soul.
But I got into some interesting stuff. Originally were similar to demons. Acting as
Word of the day!
Monstrous figures that claim the dead from battlefields. Over time, their image changed to be more noble and beautiful warriors. Other names before, because I was like, we know what a Valkyrie is, what they do and all that. So I was like, well, let's just do some basic stuff. But before, they were looked at, I don't know if these are like names that they were called, but death demons.
Yeah.
Corpse eaters. And this goes into more of a now look on what their names are.
Modern.
Yeah, modern. Are looked at as choosers of the slain, guides to Valhalla, and are symbolic for beauty and strength.
Yeah, so I think that last little bit that you wrote down, where they have a negative connotation, that's probably a Christianization of the old teachings.
Yeah, there wasn't like timestamps, but it was like, yeah, this saga something or other that I should put down. But I realize how much research I'm lacking in.
Yeah, it's fine. We're half-assed. We chose the fucking name for a reason.
Yeah. But that's what I got. I thought those were really interesting that some people would look at like Valkyries, what we see now as like good and strong and all this stuff. And they used to be looked at as like fucking corpse eaters or, you know, scary fucking things coming down.
And before then, they were probably looked at as good. And before then, they were probably looking as bad. Then before then, it was good. And before then, it was bad.
It's like a cycle.
Yes. Everything is a circle, like a wedding band. I still need to have you watch that fucking movie. Jesus Christ, dude. How many times do I make that reference in this fucking show?
I don't know.
I went back, like last year, I went back and listened to our original episodes, and I was making that joke on like episode 2. I still haven't made you watch. Now, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
That's so funny.
Adam Sandler, Kevin Smith, they get married, and it's a good movie. It's fucking hilarious. You got Rob Schneider dressed up as an Asian guy marrying these two gay guys.
Oh my gosh.
And he's all like, oh, marriage is like a circle, like wedding band. Okay. But yeah, so basically, that's our rendition of the word demon and the Norse semi-equivalent.
Take from it with what you will. Like, if you think that it is cool, you don't have to.
I see modern day, like we said, when ghost hunters go to ghost houses and there's ghosts that are doing ghost stuff, they immediately assume when a fork gets dropped on the floor, they're like, oh, it's a fucking demon.
Oh shit.
And then when you read like the Old Testament, it's like they will rip your guts out and make a fucking painting on the wall of their own face with your blood and guts. Like a spirit scratches you, it's because you let it happen.
Yeah.
It's because you gave it that negative energy. And even if you do a spirit box and it says I'm a demon, you say fuck you, no you ain't. You don't need a spirit box to talk to me if you're a demon.
People don't understand that like spirits don't have power over you. You let them have that effect.
Exactly. But there's our little rendition on demons, where the word comes from, where the word stems from, and the Norse take on it, the modern take on it. And I guess the big summary of the whole thing is the original word meant guiding spirits, spirit. It just meant spirit. It was neutral, and then it evolved to be negative
into something that's like what?
Yeah, and if you read the Bible, like I said, the word demon is not used unless you are reading a very, very modern take on it, which I don't read those books. So if there is a Bible out there that uses the word demon, let me know. If it's not modern, okay? I don't.
Correct us if we're wrong.
The word devil is used, but it means accuser. And so if Dana accuses me of clogging the toilet, she's a devil, and she should not accuse me of such things. That is heresy.
Devil.
But I did, like I said, I wanted to end this with talking about my view on Christianity. And like I said, no hate. It's tough love. Because you have to understand the other side. If you want to have a faith or religion, you need to understand how, I guess, your enemies would perceive of you. So here I am, your loving enemy, I love you so much. We're all humans. We're all here. What you doing?
Singing.
Okay. But my take on Christianity, and then it's still in my brain. We can still pull up that little clip from the ghost talking to us while camping after this.
I'm so fucking tired.
I know. It is almost 12:30. It's almost midnight 30.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, we started kind of late. It's my fault, really. It was really gassy. It stunk real bad. We had to run away. But yeah, maybe we can pull up that little clip.
Yes.
Of the ghosty talking.
Yes.
But here's my. So I typed a bunch of shit to ChatGPT and I asked it to clean it up for me because I didn't use paragraphs. I didn't really use very good grammar and I just could not read it. So I asked ChatGPT to clear this up for me. But my breakdown for Christianity. Since we're talking about,
love this, by the way.
Since we're talking about how demons are bad with Christianity, right? And the things that we do are bad because we're praising demons.
Our practices.
So basically, this is going to be pointing out hypocrisies and stuff. But let me get a little swiggy swig, dude. I got that fucking nicotine running through my fucking body right now. These ons are great. It's only 4 milligram too. I don't think I can handle 6 or 8.
Jeez.
But once a week, everyone meets up as a kind of commune and symbolically eats the flesh of their deity's son and drinks his blood. They openly worship the execution device used to kill him, the cross, like it's a holy decor. Then they join in on group chanting, singing words into a kind of sanctified magic or hymns to feel his presence. A lot of Christians don't believe in ghosts or claim ghosts are evil, lost, or... A lot of Christians don't believe in ghosts or claim ghosts are evil, lost, or stuck in purgatory. But one of the central figures of their religion is literally the Holy Ghost. They're told pagans are evil, but nearly every major Christian holiday is borrowed straight from pagan festivals. For example, Easter is based on the first full moon after the spring equinox. It doesn't even have a fixed date, and yet pagans celebrating the same seasonal cycle are accused of worshiping the devil. And sacrifice? Totally fine during the Crusades or witch trials, but if I slaughter a cow to feed my family and dedicate its life to my deity, suddenly I'm barbaric. Blood rituals are evil unless you're cosplaying drinking Jesus' blood every Sunday. And honestly, Jesus is basically a zombie magic user, which is metal as fuck, by the way. He healed the sick, raised the dead, cast out spirits. If that isn't sorcery, I don't know what is. But humans performing magic, that's the devil's work. If we're supposed to strive to be like Jesus Christ, shouldn't healing people with magic be encouraged? You can ask questions, but you can't question the teachings. That's heresy. Having a different interpretation is blasphemy, unless you start your own sect and claim God handpicked you personally. God is the only God, but he constantly worries about you praising other gods and literally rules on a council of gods, yet insists he's the only one. He embodies the 7 deadly sins in various stories, but you're told to be like him, just never act like him, because that would be sinful, because he's a prideful God. He's a fearful God. He's an envious God. Jesus died so people could repent and get into heaven, but apparently everyone who lived before that moment is just fucked. God is omnipotent and knows everything, but gave Adam and Eve a choice. He already knew they'd fail, then punished them for doing exactly what he foresaw. So anyways, that's my little rant on Christianity. And I feel like ChatGPT really fucking nerfed some things that I said. A lot of things. Because I mean, like, look how small this is.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's what I wrote.
Maybe it did like a summary of what you wrote. And
I did ask it to summarize it a bit.
Oh.
Would you be upset if I just read what I wrote?
Why would I be upset?
It's late.
Just do it.
All right, so here's what I wrote. and hopefully I can get this without all the breaks. Christianity is funny. They meet up once a week as a commune to pretend to eat the flesh of their deity's son and drink his blood. They worship the instrument built to kill his son, the cross. They then join in on group chants and sing words into magic or hymns to feel his presence. A lot of Christians either don't believe in ghosts or they believe they are evil or stuck in purgatory, but then worship a ghost that is holy. They are told pagans are evil for they are told pagans are evil but worship their holidays. I mean, Easter lands on the first full moon after the spring. The first full moon after spring. It's not even a set date. Then they say pagans are praising the devil for celebrating the same holiday. A sacrifice was okay for the Crusades and witch trials, but if I slaughter a cow to feed my family and dedicate the life of the cow to my deity, it's wrong. Blood rituals are evil unless you're cosplaying drinking Jesus' blood. Plus, Jesus is basically a zombie, which is metal as fuck. Using magic is the devil's work, but they praise Jesus, who was a magic man. If we are supposed to strive to be like Christ, why can't we strive to heal people with magic? You can have questions, but you can't question the teachings. That's heresy. Having a different view on the teachings is blasphemy, unless you start your own sect where you say that you were chosen by God. God is the only God, but worries about you praising other gods before him and sits on the throne of the council of gods, but you know he's the only one. He basically encapsulates the seven deadly sins, but we're told to want to be like him, but don't act like him because that's a sin. Jesus died to let people repent to get into heaven, but fuck everybody else that died from that moment until the dawn of time. God is omnipotent and knows all, but gave Adam and Eve a false sense of freedom of choice. He knew she would eat the apple, but told her she had a choice anyways. I don't know, I like my version better.
I don't know. My brain doesn't work.
Quit leaning on your hand.
I'm so tired. Pregnancy tired, kicking in.
You're not that. It's normalcy tired because it's almost fucking 1 o'clock in the morning. Do we want to play that little clip of the ghosty voice?
Yeah, I do need to pee after.
Yeah, I was acting like God right there. I gave you a choice, but you weren't gonna have one. Oh, we also painted rocks. So I think it's this clip right here. Oh shit.
Oh, that's Luke. I was like, is that a fucking horse or some shit?
It's a dog.
It's a doggy.
I'm gonna say headphone users, be careful. It's a warning. Headphone warning. It's probably gonna be loud. We didn't test how loud my phone is gonna be on this, so we're gonna.
Hopefully our ears aren't bleeding.
Plus, like I said, the voice is quieter than ours.
Yeah, so you have to really pay attention.
So going over this, like once again, I am talking to Dana. Dana is walking out of the woods.
At the end.
No, I clipped it.
Oh.
I clipped the very end.
Never mind.
Underneath our voice, you can hear a voice go, doggy, yep, something, and then you can hear it say good boy.
Yep.
So I'm gonna play that.
Were you successful?
Not as successful as last time.
I dubbed the Wonder Woman Queen of the Fires and Broken Sticks. Were you successful?
Not as successful as last time.
I dubbed the Wonder Woman Queen of the Fires and Broken Sticks.
Okay, I'm gonna turn up to max because it's very quiet.
Were you successful?
Not as successful as last time.
I dubbed the Wonder Woman Queen of the Fires and Broken Sticks. Were you successful?
Not as successful as last time.
Wonder Woman, Queen of the Fires and Broken Sticks.
It goes doggy, yip, yip, boo. And then if you actually listen, you can hear it say good boy.
At the very end.
Yeah, but like seriously, I will voice what I hear and then play it again.
Were you successful?
Doggy, yep, yep. Mm. Good boy.
I dubbed the Wonder Woman, Queen of the
All right, there
Fires
was
and
good
Broken
boy.
Sticks.
I'm
Mm.
gonna
Were
play
you
again.
successful?
Doggy. Yep, yep, yep. He's a good boy.
I dubbed the Wonder Woman, Queen of the Fires and Broken Sticks. Were you successful?
I freaking hate that.
In my headphones, it's on the right. It's on the right side.
I dubbed the Wonder Woman, Queen of the
On my
Fires and
left
Broken
side.
Sticks.
So if you're listening with one headphone, put both in, and then listen again.
Were you successful?
Not as successful as last time.
I dubbed the Wonder Woman, Queen of the Fires and
I don't
Broken
like
Sticks.
that.
Were you
The
successful?
more I listen to it, the more freaked out I am. Because, like, I know when I was talking, and I know when I stopped.
Uh-huh.
And the kids are asleep.
Kids are asleep.
It's a female voice.
A female, like kiddish,
Like, kid
kid, young, or a little bit
something.
immature voice.
Yeah.
So here for the camera, I'm gonna try to do this. I'm try to restart this for the camera so you can see that there's no kid. Oh shit! I gotta press play.
Were you successful?
Not as successful as last time.
I dubbed the Wonder Woman, Queen of the Fires and Broken Sticks. Were you successful?
Not as successful as last time.
I dubbed the Wonder Woman, Queen of the Fires and Broken
Nope.
Sticks.
I mean, you can even edit words somewhere we hear it in the audio when we're done with the video.
Not as successful as last time.
When we're done
It's full.
recording. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shh. Trying to find it right here.
Not as successful.
Doggy,
Not as successful.
doggy. One more time.
Not as successful as last time.
And then it's like, yep, yep. Blue.
Last time.
It sounds like blip blue.
Yep, yep, blue.
Not as successful as last time.
So cool. I mean, this pleases my skeptic heart so fucking much. There's some little girl who died, and she's just enjoying the fuck out of our dogs. That brings me happiness.
I just hope it's not something else.
It's not. If it was something else, it would be fucking with us.
Well, I was also gonna say this earlier. Throughout the entire thing, I did not get any negative feelings. No negative, nothing.
Even the
Like-
turkey vulture, that was scary as fuck.
Yeah, like there was no sense of get the fuck out of here.
Mm. Maybe we should pull up the turkey vulture sounds.
Did we capture those?
No, but we can YouTube it.
Oh, you're talking about
I
like
can turn my phone down so we don't have to worry about the ads. But like
yeah, we should
legit,
show them
the turkey vulture was.
the closest thing.
Well, the thing is, like, I heard there was like a high pitched squeak thing after. Oh wow, there's no ad. Okay, so I want you to put yourself into our shoes, middle of the night, right? And it's just me, Dana. Kids are asleep. Dogs are in the kennel.
They're
They're quiet, and we just hear this fucking sound coming off in the way that I can describe it.
In the distance.
It sounded like something choking, barking, coughing. And then one of this is like 5 minutes about, and one of the sounds, I heard a high-pitched squeak at the end of it, or not squeak, but like a whistle kind of thing.
It's a higher pitched.
And then what we pulled up on YouTube, which is what I'm going to play, it actually does that. But for us, it was like a low-pitched, like what I'm playing, it's not exact, but
it's very, very similar.
But pitched down and like a little bit angry with it.
Yeah.
But hopefully this isn't loud.
Sounds like a fucking dinosaur.
Right here. Wait. Right there. What the fuck was that?
The video.
That's closer to what we heard. Did we not even finish that little video?
I don't know, but I don't like it.
That's closer to what we heard, that low pitched. That's closer. That is so much closer.
No.
Well, no, it's a tie between that and the actual.
Yeah.
So I mean that low guttural fucking with the
With the high.
with this one.
It's like a mix of those two.
Yeah, it was like a.
To me, like, I don't know. To me, it's like a hurt coyote.
That's what I thought it was too.
Yeah, like a hurt animal, like a hurt dog.
Like, I thought it was a coyote getting in a fight with a deer because we heard a growl sound and then that high pitched, which I mean, if you ever hear a deer do their call, it's high pitched.
And the more we heard it, the further it got away.
Yeah, which was great. That
which
was fine with that.
fucking awesome. I'm like, yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I was like, fuck you.
I don't want to know what the fuck you are.
But I mean, just like one more time, like I want to hear this last part, dude.
It's so fucking
Actually,
terrifying.
here, this part with the whistle at the end, or the screech. That's so it was a low with that at the end.
Yeah.
So this low. So
I
scary.
fucking hate that. Oh my god. Now that's demonic.
The top comment is, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Bro really said dinosaur, crocodile, creaky door, fish, or airplane, radio. I mean, that last little bit. Oh, it's so scary. Just because, I mean, just hearing that in the woods with the high pitch at the end. Oh my god.
It's like we had a fucking dinosaur zombie dumb
Jesus
thing out there.
Jesus Christ, was that you?
Okay, I'm fucking tired.
Oh yeah, we're doing a show. Shit. I got all excited. I got transported back in that time when we were camping. One night that was insane. Yeah. I hope you guys got a kick out of the ghost voice and the turkey vulture sounds.
Let us know what you think about the voices and stuff.
And we should buy a GoPro. So next time I go out for wood, if there's a time dilation, maybe I'll catch it on video.
Yeah.
You know what's gonna happen though? It's gonna be corrupted.
You know what? Those time dilations scare the shit out of me.
Fuck you, I went through it.
No, I mean, like, especially like driving. This one girl, she had her kids in the car, and she literally showed up on this road, and this car was going fucking fast because she wasn't there, and then just rammed right into the back of her, and her kids went to the hospital, and she, like, it was
Some scary stuff.
scary as fuck.
And it is notated in like government files and shit from
Like airplanes.
from like pilots. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's like they're on one flight and then like next thing you know, they're
Yeah.
like next to fucking Japan. They're like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, exactly.
And that stuff is like actually notated. Would you guys mind? I'm talking to you guys now. Would you guys mind if we actually started looking into like more paranormal stuff too? That'd be fun.
Norse paranormal stuff?
No, just kind of like spiritual paranormal shit.
We could do a little bit here, a little bit there.
I mean, we don't have to like stick to heathen shit, right? Like,
We're just here to have fun.
oh, you know, maybe what we could do? Because one of these days, so if you're on the Discord or you want to join the Discord, I think what I want to do in the near future is make it so that people have to pay to actually join the Discord, just so we can keep the crazy people out. I have a fear that somebody's going to show up and be a homewrecker and ruin everybody's fucking time. And I'm only going to make people pay if I can grandfather everybody else in that's already in the group. Because if you're already in, I don't want you to have to pay.
Yeah, I see that as not being fair. Like if you're already there and you've been there for a long time, and then we're just like, hey, fuck you, now you got to pay. That's rude, you know.
And you know what? If you guys are good pals, and if we get it to the point where people have to pay, we'll start a new Discord, and I'll just send you guys the link so we can have the fun pals Discord.
The OGs.
Well, what if we get new good pals on paid Discord?
Then we can put them over there.
Yeah, and be like, hey, come join this other one. I don't know.
It's hard.
We got to figure something out.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have problems now at all.
No.
But I'm just worried about the future. Just because, I mean, you know, the whole thing with like Charlie Kirk and shit, if I say something wrong, I don't want people coming after the people that are in our group.
Yeah.
Or our family.
Or we don't want like a really negative person. Like, you know, those people that you meet, that you have in your family throughout your life. Like,
liberals.
There's going to be a person who's going to be draining and just negative all the time. And those people just, you know, it's hard to deal with those people.
Yeah. And then they vote Democrat. You know, it's funny. We always say that we're not conservative. And then I'm always dogging on liberals. That's how far the liberal line has gone. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
It has moved this way, and I've always been here, and it keeps moving that way. So they are crazy. Conservatives are pussies, but liberals are crazy. So I'd rather hang out with the pussies than the crazy people. Anyways,
conservatives can be extreme too.
Oh yeah, there's extremes on both sides.
Yeah.
But I mean, when we talk about like extremes, we can't really say liberal or conservative. We have to say Republican or Democrat or right or left, because Democrat is a label within the left spectrum.
Yeah.
Republican is a label within the right spectrum. So
it's like a tree, and
you have right
branches.
Extremists, and then you have left extremists. Can those extremists fall under the labels of liberals and
Democrat? No,
Republican, conservatives. Yes. Democrat, Republican, yes, there can be extremists, but if there's an extremist within the political parties, it's either left extremist or right extremist. And obviously there's in between, because nothing is absolute.
Yeah, because like I can be conservative leaning more towards Republic, whatever. Or I can be conservative leaning more democratic, whatever.
Well, it's weird. I don't understand how people can be in the Norse pagan faith and not be conservative, because to be conservative means to conserve the old ways. So like in America, like conservative means like we want the country to be like how it used to be, right? Or how like there's morals and teachings and ways of life that we should be doing now. And that's what this whole fucking faith is about.
It's like your grandparents are like, remember back in my day.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, now we're trying to conserve a faith that is thousands of years old in the modern day. So technically, anybody who is of this faith is conservative or not true in the faith, I guess. I'm sounding very cult leadery. Do we still have some Kool-Aid?
Oh my god.
What about rat poison?
Stop. Okay, I really need to pee and I'm fucking tired. I'm fading away.
Do you want to do the outro or you want me to?
You do it.
But with that, hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys got a kick out of what we talked about. We appreciate you staying along for this probably the longest episode so far. We're about 2 hours in, and it's 10 minutes till 1 a.m. So glad to have you guys here. If you guys enjoyed this, let us know in the comments. If there's anything that you guys...
Fuck.
Yeah, if you have any fun tidbits of knowledge, if we got anything wrong and you guys have corrections, let us know in the comments below. Spotify now has comments, so you can actually have conversations with other people. So feel free to comment on other people's comments and spark up a conversation. If you guys want to debate, do so respectively, please. Don't forget to rate, share, follow. Hit the Linktree in the description below. Come join the Facebook group and the Discord. Follow all of our socials. If you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, hit us up on the socials, Discord, Facebook, or you can also email us at halfassedheathenpod@gmail.com. Keep your eyes open on those socials just in case we get our business stuff up and going. You guys can be some of the first people to actually be a part of that. Yeah, do the stuff, do the things. Rate, follow, share. Share us with your loved ones, with the people that you love being around, the people that you like, the people that you don't like, the people that you dislike, the people that you hate, the people that you loathe entirely. Share us with your local your local coffee brewer. Next time you go get coffee, look at them square in the eye and say, would you like to hear about our Lord and Savior Cody Black? And then send them a link to our autistic podcast.
I feel autistic right now.
But with that,
Thank you so much for joining.
love you guys. Skal, y'all.
Skal, y'all.